You should now begin singing the communist song.
So, no wait, this is the hymn to Red October. Hang on, where's my phone? You can video edit this, right?
I'm not sure.
Parts.
But why would we want to cut out this? Teresa's beautiful face, my beautiful face, Her Majesty Chicken Nuggie, and Cat, who is not in physics. I would say lucky, but I love Dr. McGrath and Dr. Eastup, and I'm thankful for my CLA education.
Are you ready?
I'm going to get brownie points for that. I'm ready.
There's an ad.
There's an ad.
Very sad.
Very sad.
Ads are capitalist.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it makes me mad, and it would have kept with the rhyme.
So that we can practice using the clinometer correctly, we have measured off a distance of 100 feet using a tape measurer that goes about 25 feet, so we have a little markers every 25 feet. We walk this way. Here's marker 1, a little red bottle cap. And then keep going. And we find marker 2, there it is, my knife. And go a little further. Marker 3, there's my mask, and here's the clinometer. And then we keep going a little further. And here we have marker 4, which is right at 100 feet, and that's our tape measure. And there's the clinometer we'll be using. Now we will use that to measure the angle that the rocket is at from here. And then we will use the angle and the distance of 100 feet to calculate the height that the rocket goes. I did not keep reading on it! We've made a minor mistake in design where the payload does not actually contain a large enough volume for parachute 2 and the egg. So what we're going to do is we're going to either have to get rid of the double separation system or get another soda bottle.
So weird.
Nice.
I still think y'all are receiving too much funding.
I think I should present to you the reason that we are not receiving too much funding. This is our brand new device for keeping the egg safe. It is a safe nuclear blast chamber. It's extra squishy to protect against nuclear blasts, and it is surrounded by more extra squishy to protect even more against the nuclear blast.
The blast that's coming from the rocket.
Yes, from the engine itself.
From the engine.
Yes, it is obviously powered by nuclear fuel.
I mean,
Well, there is a lot of hydrogen in there.
yeah, and nobody does know what goes into soda exactly, so.
We fuel it with only the finest hydrogen dioxide.
Precisely.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Dihydrogen monoxide.
Hydrogen dioxide I do not believe exists.
Objection. Question. As we all know, in the wake of the Combine invasion, nuclear radiation caused significant mutation of certain species, including mantises.
I mean, if that makes the egg any smaller, probably a benefit.
The question is this defensive method to protect this, our home, from these geese, isn't it then possible that it could create nuclear irradiated mutant killer geese instead?
Ah, my friend, you err. This assumes that the geese will survive the blast. If they're all dead, they can't mutate.
Okay.
Okay, are you sure it's rolling?
Yes, all right.
Okay.
All right.
This is the latest model of the SBQRT researchers' rocket, which is affectionately called the USS Goose Nuggie. And here we have our NASA engineer to give us a few comments on the new model.
Well, we've got a couple of updates from the previous version of this specific rocket. First of all, we've got an improved fuselage design here with this new structural element. It's going to give us a little bit more aerodynamic capabilities. We've also reduced the size and the mass as well of the protective capabilities of the payload fairing, and that's going to help us in the long run. It's going to help us achieve more altitude. And we've got a good design, and we're looking forward to launch day. We're launching American eggs with American rockets from American soil, sustainably with our partners in the international industries, in the private sector, so that we can have a sustainable presence going to the moon, to Mars, and beyond.
All right, folks. So we've made a decision here to change the fins a little bit. I hope that was all right. I made an executive decision to do so. We made a test launch. In fact, we launched it twice, and the flight pattern was very spotty. We tested. I had a little bit of help with Noah Laris, who has just left because it is sweltering out here right now. I bet you it is. Gosh, it's got to be. Yeah, it's 76. But we, in short, the wings were a little bit unstable. So I took them apart. And I figured that I might try to retape them. And so here's the design that we've got going now. And of course we have our NASA expert Luke Burgess here to explain the science behind Goose Nuggie Mark III. Take it away, Luke.
Okay, so we've got our Mark III model here, and we've made some improvements to the fin design. You see, we've added some structural support here on the sides to keep the tension secure on either side of this fin here. And notice the aerodynamic nature of the structural supports. So we're not sacrificing any aerodynamic ability here, but we are making things far sturdier. And so we're going to repeat this process for the other fins, and we're looking forward to launch.
Just as Mr. Burgess said, the fins are held securely by 2 pieces of duct tape each, the tension of which holds them steady during flight. This smaller design also rendered the rocket lighter, requiring less pressure to fly higher. Unfortunately, once Mark III was constructed and ready for flight, it proved no better than the 2 previous designs. I'm getting ready for bed, and I'm in my crew quarters after another day of work, and Mark III of the Goose Nuggie was not a success. It was hot, I have a sunburn on the back of my neck, but no results. That's okay. We think we figured out what needs to be done. We're just going to add a little more weight to the top of the rocket, and that should make the center of mass a little bit higher, and that should help propel the rocket up and not so disastrously, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm tired, I'm going to bed, bye.
Spencer Donkey checking in from SBQRT researchers. Been doing a little bit more individual testing on a Mark IV, perhaps. We're going to have to increase the size of the payload chamber, shall we say, so that we can put a little bit of rice in it. And by doing so, we should increase the center of mass, or not increase the center of mass, but move the center of mass a little bit higher up the rocket, which will give it a more straight trajectory. So what we can see here is one of our tests. It was, shall we say, too effective, and has now planted itself securely in the lawn. All right, here we go. Please don't sue me. Spencer checking in again from SPQRT Researchers, testing out the prototype to Mark IV. Essentially what's going on is we're going to be filling up this rocket now with water and launching it. And if it doesn't work, I really don't know what's gonna happen, but we have the center of mass should be a little bit higher up, so it should fly straight. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. It's also raining, but that's okay because SPQRT Researchers only uses the finest materials, in this case the lids from the dining hall, in order to make the most waterproof wings. This rocket could land in Lake Bob and it'd be fine. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this rolling, but this is gonna be kind of difficult because I have to pump. So I'm gonna pump real quick, and then I'm gonna grab my phone real quick, and then I'm gonna launch it and see what happens. All right, here we go. Launch time. Oh yeah, look at it steam. Oh yeah, that'd kill a goose. Well, I am very pleased with that launch. Very happy, oh my gosh. But at the same time, we're still not exactly out of the woods yet, because as you can see, we don't actually have the egg in the rocket yet. So what that's gonna take is we're going to have to, well, first off, decrease the amount of rice, and that will make it a little bit less top heavy, but also the egg I think should help with that a little bit. Also it should fly higher, I expect, if it's a little bit lighter in the head. And then, once we're finished with that, we're gonna have to fix the wings because it's still not flying exactly straight. Oh my gosh, such good news. We just launched it, and not only did it fly reasonably high, it came back down and just smashed into the ground. But I put the egg in a capsule with a bunch of peanut butter. And we opened it up, the capsule itself was obliterated. But the egg is still alive, so we know this will work. There we go, let's do it this way. And Kirby's here to help me. Hello. He's pumping he can get it to like over 60 PSI, believe it or not. So it's like, you can get it to probably something like 65-ish usually. And we're hoping that's gonna get us some good results. We already sent it up once and the egg didn't break, but the capsule that I put it in, I'll tell you more about that in a minute, should work. All right, here we go. Oh yeah! Oh no, that's, ah!
You can
well,
see it's literally right there at the very corner.
Our rocket shot up and landed on the roof. You could probably barely see it right there in the corner. So Kirby is soaked, I'm soaked. Josh is here to observe. And we don't have a rocket anymore. On the plus side, it went up over D5 and then came back down and landed on the roof. So maybe that counts for 100 feet, I don't know. And I'm pretty sure the egg is still intact. We'll have to see.